So in yesterday's video I talked about how I wasn't liking Gotham as much, and today I just wanted to expand on more about why that is. Firstly, the actors are good. They're very good. The child actors and everything are superb. Props to them. But I just don't find Bruce Wayne's plot entertaining. It's like the show can't decide whether it's a show about the GCPD and all the villains, or if it's a show about Bruce Wayne becoming Batman. And that, for me, it's a bit off because it's totally mismatched. And yes, I get that it's an ensemble show, and that should have some crossover, but that doesn't mean you have to shoehorn Bruce into every single plot, you know? My second sort of peeve about Gotham is the Penguin. He feels like he's already been fully developed as a character. There's nowhere for him to really go. He's achieved all of his goals by the end of season 1, and he could quite well be, at that point, the Batman level of Penguin. We don't know it, however. The actor or the directors or the writers want to portray that character. That could quite well have been it for Penguin. And the problem with that is all of the stories now just feel like a rehash of that, because he loses his empire, is left with nothing, rebuilds the empire, empire collapses through events, rebuilds empire, and it's just gonna get repetitive. That being said, I think the Riddler suffered a similar fate, because he became full-blown Riddler mode in like 3 episodes, and he could quite well be a comic book Riddler in a few more, so I don't know, we'll see. Gordon, I love the dynamic there between Gordon and Bullock. I think that's amazing. I love Bullock, I think it's great. There's just something with the actor who plays Gordon's performance that doesn't sit right with me, and it's nothing personal. I just don't think it fits tonally with the other actors. His tends to be darker and more sort of grounded, whereas everyone else is more sort of less taking himself seriously, more cheesy, which is fine, which I absolutely love. But it's a mishmash. The reason I said Arrow would probably be the next to go is when it's not an ensemble show like Gotham, when it's a show with leads and main cast, the show is really only as strong as its villains. And Arrow's villains have been quite strong, Deathstroke probably being the strongest. We'll get to why that is in a second. Merlin, it was the season 1 villain. He worked really well because he was at the same sort of power level. He had a personal connection to Oliver, and he was connected to all of the different supporting characters, which was great. And season 2, Deathstroke, it felt much more earned because we'd seen him throughout season 1, because he'd been in the flashbacks and he had that personal connection and they had similar power levels. But this season, Damien Dark, he doesn't have a connection to Oliver, and to be honest, he feels over the top and cheesy, which I know it's I know they're trying to go for a lighter tone, and I get that, but lighter doesn't necessarily mean comic book Bond villain, and I think the character's great. It just doesn't work tonally. The Flash, really good villains, because in season 1 you've got Edward Thawne with the connection to Team Flash, and you've got Zoom in season 2 with a good mystery, and he is utterly terrifying. It's amazing. Legends also sort of suffers for a weak villain. They tried to make that link with Hawks, it didn't really work, and if I'm honest, Vandal and probably the Hawks are my least favourite part of that show. If you want to see examples of good villains, then a good place to start would be with Wilson Fisk and Kilgrave from Daredevil and Jessica Jones. which are both amazing at doing villains. I really hope that trend continues and we get some really fascinating ones for Luke Cage. They're really good at peeling back the layers of why they're a villain, why, and it's great. They can really create compelling villains like that. Now, I say Netflix shows because I'm not sure if they're TV shows. Like, this is probably a conversation for another time, but do Netflix shows count as TV shows? Because yes, they are on TV, because you could access Netflix through a TV, but I can also access Netflix through my phone or through my laptop. So, do they still count as TV shows? I can access YouTube through my TV. Does this make this a TV show? Some thought food for your think brains. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.